What's up everyone, John from Beyond ARTV. Today we're going to be talking about the new 21 Pilots era, what's going on, my thoughts, and a little bit of a breakdown on what we can decipher so far from the music and my opinions on what other people are breaking down. And more importantly, I will be talking about my thoughts and predictions and really what I'm hoping for on the new album Trench that is due out October 5th. Now before we get into the breakdown and the analysis, I want to quickly thank our sponsor Amino, more specifically the Click app for 21 Pilots fans. If you're watching this video, you're more than likely interested in 21 Pilots, so stay tuned and find out how you could win something and also join a cool community. Having Amino on your phone is like having right at your fingertips everything that you care about. Now once you hop onto the Click app, which you can download at the top link down below, it's easy to sign up and you can follow me on their ARTV. But once you get onto the app, you can see everything from their curated feed that's going to show you the coolest posts first, fan art, quizzes, everything like that. But I also really like the latest feed, which shows you just in real time what's going on in the community. There's discussions about the new music videos. There's everything from the wiki entries that really just talk in detailed theories about what's going on in the new era, and especially with a band like 21 Pilots, you know how important that is. And actually, I have an exclusive piece of content. It's actually a blog post where I just wanted to have a little discussion with you guys about the new record. And in fact, you can win something in return. All you have to do, download the Click app, top link down below, and add me ARTV, follow me over there. And once you've done that, head over to my profile and then comment on this post with your thoughts and theories on the new material. What do you think Trench is going to be like? What do you think of the new songs that are out so far, the music video? And if you do enter, I'm going to be selecting 3 people that sign up on the app to win a $25 Hot Topic gift card. And why might you want that? Well, they have brand new TOP merch, and that's up now. So if you win the gift card, go buy that or whatever else 21 Pilots related that you want to. Sign up. Find me ARTV, join and search for the Click Amino app, and that's that. So the new era is shaping up to be very interesting to say the least. There's a lot of theories about what Dima and all of the eyes and the bird on the album cover and even the Watchers, Nico and the Niners, what everything like that is. And it's been interesting to see all of the theories, all of the possible breakdowns and explanations come out, but I also worry at the same time, is there too much reading into it and maybe we're missing something? Now, I obviously have my reservations about certain things, and I'm going to really explain that hopefully in this video about what I'm thinking, what I'm wanting on the new album, and why maybe I'm hoping that some things aren't so cryptic, but overall, I have to say that I like what's going on. Everything from the new logo, the new color scheme, and the new ideas, the idea that a certain shade of yellow can't be seen by the Watchers, and then the tie-ins to mental health. It's all kind of amazing how they've crafted this other world, and actually they were setting up for it all along. In fact, Josh Dun and Tyler Joseph both left a lot of clues. Everything from saying that at the acceptance award speech from Josh Dun at the APMAs, saying that Tyler couldn't be there because he was severing ties with Dima, and also some other kind of shady stuff that really didn't add up until actually they came back. They went on hiatus officially, or whatever it was, a break. I don't really think it was a hiatus, even though it wasn't that long, but a lot of fans really like to call it that. It was July 6th of 2017. And they came back, obviously, July of this year, started being cryptic again, and we got the eye, which turned out to be the eye of the hawk, or whatever the bird is. I don't think it's a hawk. I don't know my birds. I don't know my fowl. Is that the right term? I'm clueless about birds, but clearly Tyler Joseph is not, considering the bird on the album cover here, whatever the hell it is. It's a blackbird, it's a nighthawk, it's something, it's from the Isle of Flightless Birds, perhaps. What it all boils down to is, what am I personally hoping for on this new 21 Pilots album, Trench? Well, the first thing that I would want, honestly, is an entirely new storyline. Minimal tie-ins to Blurryface, sure, that's okay. In fact, I think we already kinda got that in the music video for Jumpsuit, and the way that perhaps the person on the horse in red could represent Blurryface, and the painting of the neck black, everything like that. It could be a discrete tie-in like that, but overall, I hope that we get to focus more on this Clancy individual, another part of Tyler Joseph's mind, or whatever it turns out to be fully once we hear the album. I think that there should be a new focus, and it seems like they are going in that direction, but that's definitely something that I want here. There's no need to retread the waters that have already been pretty fully fleshed out. There's been so many theories and explanations for the Blurryface era that I think Trench definitely deserves something on its own. Next, I'm hoping for a further musical expansion, kind of like what Jumpsuit showed us. Not that Nico and the Niners wasn't different, because it kind of was in some ways. It was either a ukulele or an acoustic guitar that popped up in the background on that one, and it was a good song. I actually really liked both of the tracks. But I feel like Nico and the Niners was a little bit more in line with what they've done in the past, and Jumpsuit just had this throttling bass line that reminds you of everything from Royal Blood to Muse to a lot of other inspirations, and it's pretty cool. I've heard a lot of people talking about the comparisons to Money by Pink Floyd, and if they were inspired by Pink Floyd, then awesome. Maybe that will get the kids of the current generation to go back and hear some classics, and there's nothing wrong with that at all. I hope that Jumpsuit is just kind of a jumping off point, so to speak, and that they kind of just bring in other stuff. And it seems like they really are not only focusing on the story, but also the music that goes with it. So I do have kind of high hopes at this point, no pun intended. I hinted at this next thing that I'm hoping for, but honestly, I'm hoping that they don't overly complicate things. Now, I know it's fun for people that love 21 Pilots, huge fans, to break down and decipher, decode everything that's going on, but I honestly hope that not every single line is cryptic. And I know that fans are going to probably overanalyze things and take it to mean certain things that it might not, but I'm just hoping that some material is maybe just a little bit more accessible, not in a mainstream way, but in a way that it's just like, I don't have to study this like I'm studying a crash course and, I don't know, songwriting and theories and everything like that every time I listen to the record. I didn't feel that way with Blurryface, and it was interesting to read into the lore on it, but overall, I think that it exists as a standalone album in its own right. Of course, it is fun to understand more, but it's like My Chemical Romance's The Black Parade, or other rock operas by The Who, or Green Day, or other bands that have used that lore in the past to help people get drawn into the music. But you can listen to it and not have to understand literally everything about the story, but you can also understand the story, and it's like it's got two different modes, easy and hard, and you can enjoy it either way. Speaking of mainstream, I'm also kind of hoping that the record is a little bit low-key less mainstream. I mean, not that Blurryface really was all that much, but compared to Vessel, it definitely had a little bit more of a clean sound, and it showed in the way that the hits racked up on this album. Even the track that they made for the Suicide Squad soundtrack, Heathens, really took off for them and skyrocketed their popularity. Now, people are obviously interested, but it seems like they've already been leaving clues that they're a little bit hesitant about being a household name. They're a little bit hesitant also about their popularity, and it kind of shows, but they also clearly love the fans, but it seems like they were kind of weeding out the people that maybe just weren't going to stick around, and Josh Tunn already kind of talked about that in an interview. It was very interesting. I'm hoping for a little bit less of a mainstream appeal, and maybe in turn a little bit more genre fusion like they've done in the past so well, and it's clear with the two singles already that they're kind of doing that, but I'm hoping that they just drop people's jaws with some of the tracks. I'm hoping that they put out something that's just so weird, but also so authentic and really cool and still true to 21 Pilots. It could be awesome, and I think that they might have something up their sleeve here if the two first singles are any indication. Getting back to talking about the music, I would actually really like to hear more bass lines and more prominent bass, maybe even some electric guitar to mix things up. Now, I know that 21 Pilots being a duo, it's kind of been a consistent sound in a way. Josh Dunn's drumming on this record is going to be one thing, but obviously they could really add in some other tools in addition to a synthesizer, a piano. And on Jumpsuit, they made big use of that bass. It really just rattles you the way that it comes across so heavy in places, and I loved that. I would also like to hear more screaming in addition to the rapping that really just give you an animalistic type feel and an emotion from Tyler Joseph, an unleashing. And I would also kind of like to see fewer effects on Joseph's voice. It would be interesting because I feel like maybe a little bit was put too much on his vocals on maybe Jumpsuit, a little bit on Nico and the Niners as well. But I think that some people were kind of upset about that. It didn't bother me that much personally, but I can hear it, I understand it, and I hope that things get a little bit more raw on Trench. That about sums it up for me as far as what I'm wanting on the new 21 Pilots release. What do you guys think? What do you think the new record Trench is going to be like? What are you hoping for from it? Are you just caring about the music, or do you care about the storyline too? Don't forget to download Amino, and thanks again to them for sponsoring this video. Check it out, top link down below. Search for the Click Amino, follow me on there, and enter for your chance to win a Hot Topic gift card that's worth 25 bucks. You can tap right here to see my review of Jumpsuit in addition to Nico and the Niners, and tap right over here for another 21 Pilots themed video. If you would like to support the channel on Patreon, then tap this annotation in the corner. It helps videos keep coming on both of the channels. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very soon with more right here on Beyond ARTV.